When I heal and reflect on my life in the past, decades ago, it's unrecognizable. It really is. And there have been a number of times where I have genuinely reflected and I don't see the person that I was before anymore. I don't associate with that person. It's crazy how much a person can change when it's like this is why when people go through transformations, when they go through healing, when they evolve, when they grow, they become unrecognizable. And in part, it's kind of strange because it's like, wow, you know? It's not just a matter of physical evolution, it's a matter of internal evolution. I like the word internal reform, right? It's so interesting. My life, even a decade ago, was drastically different from how it is today. The things that I did on a daily basis were different, and I don't know. I don't have it all figured out, and I'm not going to probably ever. And I have to. I mean, I don't have to be okay with that, but just like learning to like I don't know. I don't live the same way that I used to previously. I also don't take everything that people have said to me throughout my life as seriously as I used to. That's one of the most interesting things about healing is that you see things differently. And then you approach things differently because you see them differently. For instance, I would argue, based on my own experiences, that a majority of the things that people say to you is just bullshit. It really is. It's like whenever you hear someone give you advice, it's like they're really just talking to themselves, right? Oh, I regret this, so I'm going to tell you about it. I'm going to tell you what I would have done. Get out of here. I don't want that noise. I don't want that violent wind. Yeah, no, it's absurd. Nobody knows what they're doing. Nobody does. And I noticed too that like years ago the way that I used to approach things, which it was weird. I wanted to look like I was the person that had it all figured out. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm healing. I mean, that's as much as I know. Like, other than that, I'm trying to create things and see what happens. And it's so funny too because I say like I don't know what I'm doing, and part of me is like, no, don't give yourself up. Don't give yourself up. Don't do it. It's like I don't. I have learned things, and some things I've learned have worked, and other things it's like try again, you know. But the more vulnerable you are, car driving by, the more vulnerable you are, the more real you are, the better life goes for you. I mean, it makes sense, does it not? If you try to push things and force things and throw a fucking placebo in there where it doesn't belong, you might get some eyes moving for a little bit, but it's not sustainable. I like that. You might get some eyes moving for a little bit. And that's what I think a lot of people have. I think they've just got eyes moving. And I think that a lot of the shit is not sustainable. I think that they want to make it look like it's something that it's not. And that's okay. People can do whatever the fuck they want. That's the beautiful thing here, you know? But I've noticed that the more I try to push and control and force something to be something that it's not, the crazier and weirder life gets. I mean, does that not make sense? life is fucking weird enough as it is. Why are we trying to make it any weirder, right? I mean, it is. It's so strange. Life is absolutely out of this world strange. It is. So why are we trying to make it even stranger? Right? I think that my goal, laughable, my goal is to make myself as unrecognizable as possible. I'm just messing around. But I think it's inevitable at this point. I mean, I have changed so much, and I'm continuing to, and it's just fun. I don't really feel like preaching to any choir anymore. I don't feel like trying to make this life into anything that it's not. For me, just documenting the process of my experiences, my journey, that's what's important to me. I'm looking more at being like creative now. Um, Also, something that I did about a decade ago is I pursued an improv class. I was thinking about trying that again. I thought that it'd be fun. It's fun to just let yourself go and just let yourself be loose and just have fun, right? I'm an artist. I'm creative. That's the way that I express myself in many different forms. Music, visual, filmmaking, acting, all that kind of stuff. So I'm seeing what I can do, and I'm excited to see that. I'm excited to see how that unfolds. That's all. There's no smoke and mirrors, nothing.